What's up, Tech News Hawaii? My name is Eric, and I am here to give an explanation on why Apple is ditching the disk drive. Let's go ahead and get started. Take a look at the current lineup of Macs that Apple has in their store right now. You will count 0 that have actual disk drives. You will have to buy one separately. And not even the new Mac Pro has one. You know, the cylindrical computer, which is supposed to be like the Pro desktop computer. And there are two reasons because of this. One, there is a Mac. Apple's trying to push their Mac App Store, and two, Apple's trying to take a bold look and bold steps into the future. So back in the early 2000s, when you bought a piece of software, you probably bought it on a disk, and you brought it home to your HP computer. You know, put the disk in and loaded up the software. It probably downloaded it, or it just said you had to keep the disk in while you were using this program. And it was probably a slow installation. It probably took a lot of steps and stuff. And it just wasn't very intuitive. And Apple saw this way back, you know. So they saw that companies were sort of moving to the internet and starting to offer their software, basically small pieces of software on the internet. And Apple wanted to take steps towards that. So they came up with the MacBook Air, which had no moving parts. It had a flash drive. It didn't have a disk drive. The only moving part, I believe, was a fan. I'm not sure if that came out in the first generation. But so this was a bold step into the future. Like, that's what Apple said when they released the MacBook Air, was that they were looking towards the future with this. The disk was obviously one of those steps of removing it, along with the FireWire cables and stuff in Ethernet. So then they released the Mac App Store along with this to start releasing like their versions of Mac OS. And now all their Mac software, all the third-party software is starting to be on the Mac App Store. You can download OS X Mavericks for free on the Mac App Store. And I think this is Apple looked in the right direction while they looked in the right direction where they were looking that way. So obviously it paid off looking into the future. But still people have movies that they want to see. They still have songs and discs that they want to rip to their iTunes and use iTunes Match to put that in the cloud. And there are some workarounds for this. First off, you can buy Apple's SuperDrive, which is basically a disk drive where you can basically plug this in via USB and just use it as a normal disk drive. I don't use it that often, so I just keep that in my drawer. Or if you don't want to spend $79 on a SuperDrive, most likely you will have other computers in the house, and most likely they'll probably have disk drives in them. Well, Apple put in the software in Finder. You can go into Finder and see a tab called Remote Disks, and if you go in and click on it, it can actually ask the computer if it can borrow its disk drives, just for like a couple of not every feature from the normal disk drive, but you can still use that as a disk drive over Wi-Fi. So that's two workarounds. That's basically what you can do if you buy your new Retina MacBook Pro or MacBook Air or even the Mac Pro. So that was just a quick video of explaining why Apple ditched the disk drive. Try saying that 10 times fast. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave that in the comments below. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Definitely be sure to subscribe for the latest, greatest in tech news. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.